All right, food fans, welcome back for another deep dive. You know how much we love digging into the nitty-gritty of expertise here. And let me tell you, today's episode is a recipe for success no matter what your passion is.
I have to say, this one really got me thinking.
Me too. We're talking those unwritten rules, those little bits of wisdom that often get passed down through experience.
hmm
The kind of stuff you don't always find in a textbook.
Exactly.
And to help us spice things up, we're taking a big old bite out of EastAfricaChef.com.
Fantastic resource.
Their 25 professional kitchen rules talk about a masterclass in, well, mastering the game. And we're starting with rule number 1, punctuality and preparedness. But listen, before you think, oh, how timely, this goes way beyond just setting your alarm clock right.
Oh, absolutely. It's about so much more than just, showing up on time. It's about, well, how can I put it? It's about stepping into that kitchen with your head in the game.
You're speaking my language. It's funny because they actually use this phrase on EastAfricaChef.com, mental mise en place. Have you heard that before?
Oh, all the time. And it's brilliant. It's like, what does a chef do before the rush hits? They prep, right? They chop, they measure, they get everything organized so that when the heat is on, they're ready.
Totally. And so this mental mise en place, this is your mental prep work.
Exactly. It's about taking those few minutes before your shift, to clear your head, review the orders, visualize the flow of service, maybe even do a little meditation, whatever it takes to get focused and in the zone.
It's like that moment an athlete takes before the big game, or a musician before stepping on a stage. They're not just stretching or tuning their instruments, they're getting in the right headspace.
Right.
And this whole idea of preparedness as a form of respect really jumped out at me.
Oh, it's huge.
EastAfricaChef.com even talks about having respect for the art of cooking itself.
Think about it. When you rush your prep, when you're not fully present with the ingredients, with the process, are you really honoring the craft? Are you giving it the attention and care it deserves?
So it's like you're saying there's this element of mindfulness to it.
Yeah.
It's about being fully present in that moment and respecting the ingredients, the process, and even yourself in that moment.
Right. You're not just slapping a dish together, you're creating an experience.
Yeah.
And that takes focus and intention.
And I would imagine that this level of respect extends beyond just the food itself. It's about your team, your workspace.
Absolutely. When you're prepared, you're showing your colleagues that you value their time and effort. You're not creating delays or adding to the chaos. It's about contributing to a more harmonious and efficient environment for everyone.
It creates this ripple effect. So much of what we're talking about here applies to so many other fields as well. Just imagine a surgeon starting a complex operation with a scattered mind and disorganized instruments. Or a pilot before takeoff, you want them laser focused, right?
It's about setting yourself up for success. And that starts with that internal preparation, that moment of pause before you dive in.
So as we wrap things up, here's a little food for thought. How can you bring this mental mise en place into your own life? Doesn't matter if you're a CEO or a student or, well, anything in between. What's one area where you could benefit from a little more intention, a little more preparation? Think about how can you create your own mise en place moment, no matter what your kitchen looks like?